Alright, so today we're going to do building construction, but we're going to do it as a non-modular building. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just get rid of my grid, and I'm going to create a building here. It's got 3 segments, and then I'm going to create a 1 segment here. Alright, and I'll explain this in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert this to an editable poly. And from there you can actually grab in 2 of your faces here, and I'm just going to extrude it out. So that's our garage. Now once that's done, once that's grabbed, the reason I made this extra segment here is because I'm actually thinking about the roof splines, which way the roof is going. So what I can do is I can literally just grab these 3 segments here, and this is my roof segment. So I'm going to just move this up, and there is my roof. Now, one of the things about doing this is you really need to watch what your turns are. So if you go and scroll down here, there's a turn button. Now, this one is fine, but if you look at this one, you see how that one kind of gives you that weird aspect right there. So you can turn that, and it's actually like so. Alright, so that's pretty much the basics of construction. Now there's going to be a lot more things that you can do on here, but once you've got that, so you're going to go into polygon, and we're just going to select the top faces real quick here, and all I'm going to do is extrude this, and I'm just going to extrude it up a little bit like so. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the basement here, make sure I grab all these, and I'm going to actually inset this, and I'm just going to inset it just a hair, something like that, and then from there I can actually extrude this downward. Now that's the foundation of the house, and you can actually place that directly into the ground, and it'll actually give you, if you have a hilly ground, that'll actually look better. And then the next thing you want to do is, on your house construction, you're going to have some sort of an eave system here, and that's basically overhangs to so that the roof, and this is just extruded out just a hair like so. So now those are just simple eave systems here. Now watch out, sometimes you get a little skewing when you do this in multiple directions, and so you'll get like this right here. It's just a matter of simply going and evening it all out. Alright, so once that's in there, then you have to do an overhang in another direction. So grab stuff like this, and grab this one right here, and grab this like so. So pretty much I'm going to just extrude this outward just a hair, and like so, and then you're going to just move it down so that it's even with your other stuff. So, and that's pretty much a way to do most of it. You'll notice that you'll have to fix a couple areas here and there. Some of this stuff is just a matter of grabbing one of these here and moving it accordingly. Lining it up so like so. And then same thing with this one over here. And just moving it according. Okay, so that's the basic house structure for a house that you'll never enter. What we're going to do next is you can do if you want a house that you will enter, what you can do is actually construct it in somewhat of a similar fashion. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the line segment here, and I'm just going to, scroll in here. Actually, click, and if you hold shift down, you can get some nice straight lines. So I'm just going to do kind of the interior floor plan. And you're not going to do any doors in this particular floor plan, so I'm just going to make a real quick, and then yes, you can close the spline. And then what we can do is actually create an outer wall as well. Like so. And so we'll close that spline. And then basically what you're doing is you are let's see here, where are we at? So we're going to go here. And then what we can do is we can actually attach one to the other like so. Simply go into here and add an extrude, and then we can extrude this upward like so, and there is your basic house plan. Now from there what you would do is you'd actually cut in segments. We can splice this, we can add our basement foundation on, and a number of different things. But this is another quick way to create an interior house plan that'll work so you can go inside the house. All right, so I'm not going to continue on this house for this because the reasoning is the same. You're basically just adding on the parts afterwards. So once you're done with that, and you've got your floor plans, or your floor plan if you want done, then you want to start decorating it with windows and doors. Now, windows and doors, I'm just going to go here. Okay, so I'm going to be working off of this house here. So what you can do is you can actually just do, for this purpose, I'm going to just do a plane, like so, and then a window like so. So, and it doesn't matter how our window looks. We're just going to lower the segments on it, and I'm going to do a 2x1, and I'll show you why that in a second. And then let's grab this other plane here and do a and let's do a 2x1 there too. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I'm going to grab these both, and I'm just going to move them outside the door so you can kind of see what's going on, and then we'll go back here and work with them. Okay, so once that's done, we're going to start off with this one. You can convert that to an editable poly, and what we're going to do, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab the border here, and we're going to just hold shift, and I'll just zoom up in here. So you're going to hold shift, and that's going to bring it out a little bit, and then what you can do is right click, and you can actually we can just go to scale here and hold shift, and scale will push that outward, and then we're going to go hold shift, and there is our essentially our window face. Now from there what you can do is, I'm going to do this a different way here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab this edge, and I'm going to move this edge up or down, I think down a little bit. And then what you can do is you can actually just create a window pane by doing an inset, and my mouse is super sensitive, so I'm going to just undo, and we're going to inset here, and we're going to inset it. Okay, so we're just kind of once you're happy with that, just hit checkbox here. Same thing here, we're going to just inset it and checkbox it. Actually, we're not going to do that one yet. So then this one here, we're going to just extrude this just a hair. And like so. And then what we're going to do with this one here is we're going to extrude this one as well. But we're going to extrude it a little bit more, so you get more of a lip there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the inset modifier, and then you're going to extrude it again. And I'm just going to move this back out. So there's our basic window frame. So once you've got that done, you know, you can put a sill on there if you want. Sill would pretty much be something along the lines of just extruding this downward here and extruding this out, not that far, but something like that. So there's your window frame sill. And it's the same methodology with the door. But what you're going to do is when you're done with this, you're basically going to slap that onto the window here, or on the wall, and once that's set up, now because this is you know, because this is a what's the word I want to call it, inset into the thing, you actually want to cut a hole into the mesh. So what we can do is we can just, doesn't matter where we're at, actually go here, so it doesn't matter where we're at. So if I've got two windows pushed together like so, and I'm just going to show you this real quick. So I've got two windows pushed together like so. What I can do is I can select this, and I can actually go into, let's just grab this section here, and we're going to inset it to its rough proportions, and then we're going to go in here and move this down like so, and we're just going to move this down like so. And all I'm doing is, you know, getting it in there rough. Doesn't matter. Oops, I grabbed an extra one that I shouldn't have. So we're going to move. I've got some extra. Alright, there we go. So we're just going to move this up like so. So once that's in there, you're just going to grab that polygon and hit delete. So you've dealt with the quads, and you still have everything in there. You just need to now go in and pretty much, you know, add the windows where you want to add them. Go in here to you know, it's the same mentality for the door. You know, if you've got something going on up here, like on a second floor, and you want to add stuff in there, figure out how to cut it in. So something like this, I would just basically cut across like this. Actually, let's try this again. So I would cut across like this, and then I would just grab this one, and I can actually target weld it to this, and then that gives me, you know, I can go up here and cut it out and do it accordingly up there. So you know, that's basically what you're doing. So then when it comes down to unwrapping the house, you can actually either attach this or keep this as separate. And so what we can do is you can actually go here and just attach your windows and put them off as a separate piece. So that's pretty much how to do the house construction. If you're going to be able to walk into it, you know, you would just cut a door, or you know, make it so that the door has actions to it in the game, or something like that. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to fill you in on modular construction. I hope that helps.